do this video again. The goddamn sound wasn't on. So I'm gonna run through this quick. We got a set of games here. Brazil Series A. Batano is the last game of Brazil Series A. As you can see the standings. They played 38 games. Some of these teams have qualified. So, which ones you think gonna win? We're gonna run through this real quick, make this a quick video since I gotta redo the goddamn thing. Okay, the first game we got Atlético Mineiro Gauss. They're playing Atlético Paranaense. Okay, AMG in number 14. Their last spot to qualify for the Sudamericanas. APR can get in with a win. Both of them not playing too great. APR have some success more than AMG over the last 5 with 2 wins. I still believe, to be honest, this game kind of close. Let me look at this again because I like the AMG. But they not playing that good. They not playing that good. APR beat them last. And they ain't playing that good, man. They not playing that good, man. I'll skip this game. I'm going to skip it now because I think it's going to be a draw now that I look at it. I'm going to try it as a draw. Yeah, I don't think they won. Both of them playing so hard. APR on the road. How good are you home, AMG? You 6, 7, and 5. And then away, APR 4, 5, and 9. They've been losing on the road, man. I like AMG, man. I just think they are the more brand if you sport a wheel. So we're going with AMG. We're going to keep it there. They might draw, though. But I think AMG going to try their best to get it done to keep their spot in the Sudamericanas. All right, next game. Bahia at Atlético Go. Man, Bahia is sitting at the last qualification spot for the Copa Libertadores. Libertadores. That's hard to say, buddy. So, I think them being at home, playing the worst team in the league, they about the same, 30 points. I think they get it done. Bahia. Next game, Botafogo. And I like Botafogo because simply Sao Paulo, they've qualified for the last Copa Libertadores spot. These 2 spots have to play in, but they're there. And they shut it down. They've qualified 2 games ago. So they don't even have to win this game. But Botafogo, they haven't packed it in. They are still angry. Because last year, Palmeiras ran them boys down. Botafogo was leading the league almost the entire year until the last 5 games, where they seemingly collapsed. Matter of fact, let's take a look at that real quick. Last year, see Botafogo? They're in the 5th spot. How? Because you draw, and lose your last 5 games. All you needed is 1 win and let me see, 2 of those if 2 of those was wins, you would have 5 more points. That'll put you at 2nd place, 69. Stop it. So if this loss was a win and this draw was a win, you would have been in 2nd place. 3 wins, you the champ. But you got walked down by Palmeiras. Even Grêmio walked you down. So they're mad. They're not gonna let it happen. They're guaranteed at least a tie. If they lose and Palmeiras win, it's a tie. And depending on the goal differential, which will put them, if they lose, about 1, that'll put them at 28. And they win, they're gonna pass them in goal differential. So Paul Maris will win the championship again. I don't think Botafogo is gonna let that happen. You see, Botafogo went in and beat Paul Maris 2 games ago because they said they're not gonna let it happen. Paul Maris right on their necks. They were right on their neck. I picked that game too. I said, man, Botafogo ain't finna let them boys take it this time. And I'm gonna pick Botafogo again. They're not finna let Sao Paulo spoil them. And then Sao Paulo has packed it up. Okay? Bragantino at Criciúma. I like Bragantino. They went in there and knocked off Atlético Paranaense. I lost that game. I thought PR was gonna do something. They let Bragantino beat them when y'all in the balance. Again, y'all ass sent down to B League. So that's why I stuck with AMG. And I like Bragantino in this spot because they ain't trying to get sent home. This is their chance to get out the relegation area. And I think they do it. We're going with Bragantino. Next game, Quaba at Vasco da Gama. Listen, I'm not betting on this game. You see, Quaba, the last play, they haven't won a game in a while, but they at home. Vasco, they've qualified. So, but they have won. They have won. I think they probably want to try to win, because just in case Bahia lose, Cruzeiro lose, they could be in tie. They could tie. They could tie that up there and be 50 points up in there. I don't trust them because on the road, they are the last place team. 3 wins, 3 losses, and 12 defeats. I wouldn't dare bet on that game. If I had to, I would bet on Vasco to get another win because of the situation. Now, we got Flamengo. Go, Vitória. This is a game we put down as a draw. Neither team needs to win. They got their spots locked in. Although Vitória been playing lights out, but Flamengo is a big dog and they've been playing lights out. So I just think the two probably will draw. If Vitória was home, I'll feel more comfortable picking them in the upset. But right now, it's draw or no go. Flamengo, they can get 72 points. They can't increase their lead and they can't lose their lead. They're locked in at the 3rd spot. They don't have any. Vitória has. They don't even have a real concern either because they can't get no further. However, a loss could jeopardize them because they can get to 46 and everybody else could pass them in a sense. So then, but they're locked in. They're locked in. They've already qualified, they're claiming. So, no, I'm talking about Vitória. Yeah, they sold they. I think because their goal differential, I don't know necessarily why they qualified already with 46 points when I guess because if they fall in that last spot, they'll probably tie break somebody, I don't know. But they've qualified. They got the error. They don't have no reason to win this one. They're not concerned. And then you got Fortaleza at Internacional right here. These are 2 big dogs. They're tied. They can't lose their spot. They can't gain no spot. They both lost their last 2 games. They pretty much packed it in. I like this game to draw too. The only concern I have, Fortaleza is 13-5-0. They haven't lost, but they have drawn 5 damn times. So, That tells you they can draw. And then you got International on the road. They draw 6 times. So I don't think neither of these teams going to lose. They're just going to draw. That's one of my favorite draws, actually. International for the Legion. And that Flamingo Victoria. But I'm scared, boy, because Flamingo, like, man, we knocking stuff down. See, they got 59 goals to 40, almost 20 more goals than everybody. Oh, Palmeiras done doubled everybody, 60 to 30. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So it Botafogo nearly doubled their output. International, they got 20 more for the Fortaleza is not a goal scorer. I love that Fortaleza International draw. I'm not as convinced at the Flamingo game, because Flamingo, them big dogs. They're one of my teams Flamingo and Palmeiras is the first 2 teams I noticed are kicking ass, taking names in this league when I started betting on soccer. Next game, Grêmio at Corinthians. Man, I told y'all I ain't betting against Corinthians these last about 6, 7, 8 games. I told you what spot they were in. They won 5 straight because I said they're getting in. They're not finna allow themselves to drop down amongst the peons. They've actually clinched a Libertador spot. And they marched up. They were down here in the pack. 5 straight bopping shit. 2-1 on the road, 2-1 at home, 3-1 at home, 4-2 on the road, 3-0 at home, knocking off Bahia. I can't bet against them, but Grêmio is in a precarious spot. They don't have the arrow. They can get their ass bucked out of here if they're not careful. If things go some way that they don't want. Flume win, APR win. I don't know. I think they should be locked in. I don't know what Grêmio played, man. Grêmio gonna get that draw at least. I like Grêmio and Corinthians to draw because I think Corinthians to lock their spot in. They can rest now. Because they put an output out. The last 6, 7 games, they put an output out, and I wouldn't be surprised if they go ahead and rest them boys up. And, but, I don't know, boy. They've been playing so good. They don't see nothing. I know that over is good. I know the over is good. The over is good. The under for the International for the Leash are good. The under for the Flamingo game is good. Who else? That AMG APR under good. Man, they might be 2-1 though. I ain't gonna say that one good. But Grêmio and Corinthians, I like that over. International for the Leash, I like that under. Flamingo Victoria, I love that under. Now the last 2 games, first we got Juventus, that Cruzeiro. And Juventus, another one of them teams that's been busting shit. And said, boy, we finna get in these Libertadores. And they used to be a B team. And they hung in there. So is Victoria, a former B team. They in here. Any other B teams made it. No other B teams made it. I think Cruzeiro as well was a B team. Let me see. I don't think I seen Cruzeiro in this thing last year. Yeah, they was. They was a B team a while back. But you see these boys? They got sunk down to the bottom. Santos, Gal, Coritiba, American Mineros, Gauss. Okay? They got, let me see in 2022. I know Cruzeiro new, man. See? Cruzeiro's not on here. Juventus, they got sunk back down to the bottom. That goal got sunk back to the bottom. Yep, Cruzeiro's not in there. Cruzeiro earned a spot. They got in here. They finished number 14. They first year. Look at them. And now the third year, they second year in the league, they, did a little better. They started out a lot better. But they just couldn't win on the road, unfortunately. And I don't think they could win on the road today. they've succeeded themselves. I'm surprised they ain't guaranteed a spot. It should be. I guess they ain't put the arrow there because they can get one of these spots, but they pretty much guaranteed a spot. So they good. I like Juventus in the last game, which is one of the hardest games. Palmeiras, they playing Fluminense. Fluminense, they don't want to get sent home. They want to try to gain a spot within here. Have Palmeiras shut it down? I don't think so. Because if they win, they tie for first. And I believe their goal differential will end up being better than Botafogo. And they not knowing if Botafogo going to win or lose, they're going to try to win. They got a chance to win it. I know Botafogo ain't going to lose, but Palmeiras got to think, hey man, we trying to win. Even though they let Botafogo beat them, but ain't nobody else can beat them. Who else beating them? Ain't nobody else beating them. That's why I say I like Palmeiras. I can see it being a draw, but I think Palmeiras coming to win today because they got a chance to win the league if Botafogo slip up. Botafogo just need to draw, and they guaranteed the champ. But I don't think they gonna draw because Sao Paulo shut it down, and that's it. AMG, Bahia, Botafogo, Bragantino, Vitória, and Flamingo, draw. International Fortaleza, draw. Grêmio, Corinthians, draw. I like Juventus, and I like Palmeiras. That's it, man. I had to run it down real quick. I got to redo the video. Yo.